Are people like Sidney Powell people that you can trust? I'm sure a lot of you would say yes, because of the position she holds in the right wing orbit. But this is not about party, it's about the people who represent an idea. Why? Because some people will represent an idea, hold it passionately, and then run away and walk it back. Now, I hate people who prey on other people's passionate beliefs, regardless of whether I agree with them or not. That may sound strange, but I don't like people being manipulated. Because it seems, in this case, almost without exception, all the people at the top of the food chain in movements like Stop the Steal, people like Sidney Powell and General Flynn, walk back their seemingly passionately held beliefs once they are questioned by the press or especially the law. Shouldn't you be concerned about that? Now, just recently, I saw a school board member who was running under the QAnon banner. She had posted a picture of a burning Q with the words pissed off in the middle. Now, she was asked on TV about this, and she said she didn't remember creating the post, something that would be hard to forget. She walked back a number of other things. This was simply to get the press off her back. She didn't want to talk about her beliefs. She wanted to be able to escape. It didn't help her cause, which basically means she was more concerned about her convenience than she was about her beliefs, or what are supposed to be her beliefs. Then there's ex-General Flynn, who has always been somewhat of an opportunist. He's pretty dishonest and makes money any way he can. He said that a Myanmar-style coup could and should happen here in the United States. Again, when asked later by reporters why he had said that, he stated his words were taken out of context and he was misquoted. Do you begin to see the pattern? Even Donald Trump himself backed off on his support of the rioters shortly after the riots in a speech he made to the country several days later. Sidney Powell was recently sued by Dominion, who makes voting machines. I'm sure you've heard about this. Her legal defense was that anyone who heard her claims about election fraud should not consider her arguments as reasonable, meaning she was willing to say that no one should believe the election was stolen. She was doing that to go to court and get out of the lawsuit. Now, that isn't very passionate about beliefs and about a belief system. Now, what does that tell you about her? Even some of the rioters at the Capitol have turned tail and claimed that they were brainwashed by Trump. One of them today saying that he should pay their legal fees because he brainwashed them into believing what they believed. Here's my opinion. History is full of people who have given up their freedom for what they believe in. They don't take the easy way out so they can avoid legal problems. Even the rioters claimed they would either get what they wanted or die before the riot. And when they faced the music, many of them caved. I haven't heard one person say they are willing to gladly admit what they believe in and go to prison for the rest of their lives for the cause. That's because they're facing legal action. The problem is that for decades, politicians and activists have played situations for their benefit and backed off on their claims later on. Manipulating situations to their advantage has always been a ploy of modern politicians and, to some extent, activists. In other words, regardless of party or belief, you can't count on trusting people in any form of power because they often are likely to turn on you if things go bad. This is not about the 21st century or even the 1960s. It's about history, all through history, except maybe back during the Revolutionary War, when people died for their cause. What I'm trying to say to you is that even you, the QAnon and Stop the Steal followers, don't need people who will cave when the going gets tough. I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that someone who believes in something this important fully would not go to the mat to defend their beliefs. Doesn't everyone deserve better? A personal agenda is not what anyone would want, but that's what you're getting. So when Sidney Powell gets free of her lawsuit, Do you think she'll work for the cause with all she has? She's already given up on her unshakable truth and said it isn't true at all. Or do you think the next bit of trouble she faces, and face it, she will, she'll leave you and your beliefs lying in the dust? Has it occurred to you what the benefit of working the cause and then running for the hills is? Where does it get these people? I'll make a suggestion. It's the grift, a way to make money, as many of these people, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, have done. She's made $3 million and hasn't done anything with it that she said she was going to. Even she's backed down from her most passionate claims in the last month or so. Is that what you want? Because you'll be the one who loses, and your most sacred beliefs will become the victim of political expediency. Because from the point of view of people like Sidney Powell, as long as she gets what she wants, your losing is absolutely meaningless. For any of us, whether we believe in right-wing causes or left-wing causes, the backroom deals leave ordinary Americans in the dust, and it's been going on forever. It's the biggest American tragedy, and it's time that it stopped. Isn't it better to find people that really believe what you do? Thank you.